and welcome back to the United Star. And quite the surprising performance, to be honest. Nil all at Ellen Road today, and I think somewhere deep down, Ole is now just focusing on the Europa League, something similar to what Jose Mourinho did, but the circumstances are very different. I mean, second is more or less confirmed with the gap that we have over Leicester, and managing to push City is pretty hard, especially now that there is a 10-point gap between us, which is almost 4 games, and we're already at 33. So I think he's focusing way more on the Europa League, and we could see that in the team selection today when he did not play Pogba. That was the biggest change that there was to be seen, even though Pogba did come on. Um, but that being said, again, I'm not saying that we did not want to win this game. We could see the want, we could see the changes that he made so that we win it. Could it be said was done slightly late? Could you can make an argument to anything. There are two sides to a coin, so um, that is one case. But when I look at overall performances, I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka had a great game. Obviously, I'm not going to mention the regular Luke Shaw and also Bruno. I think Bruno was rather sloppy. I saw him give the ball away a couple of times, but other than that, I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka needs to be mentioned out here. I think his season has been a topsy turvy one, and I have criticized him outright, saying that his positioning's wrong at times. He's very good defensively, but attackingly he's not that good. But he was moving the ball ahead. He was making those passes to the player that I believe was the best in our starting 11, Mason Greenwood. I think if anything had to come, it was going to come through him. We did see long balls being sent by Lindelof to Rashford, and he did manage to get one under control and go through. Otherwise, the Leeds defense was doing a great job of stopping those balls. But I think Mason Greenwood has really improved his game and grown as a player throughout the season, and whether that's to do with the fact that he had Edison Cavani as a mentor, whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been playing him that way, that is up for debate. But I think Greenwood's really coming into the mix at the right time, and I think Ole has also made his priorities straight. That being said, Henderson with another clean sheet didn't have much to do, according to based on what I saw. It was a pretty flat game for the previous fixture being 6-2. I expected it to be way more open. There was this 5 minute slot in the second half where there was one chance for United, and the very next minute there was a chance for Leeds. I expected it to be free flowing, attacking football, but this was a really tactical game with players. I mean, Phillips was always on Bruno. We always had that one extra man to in our defense. It would either be Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof taking the ball ahead. But Leeds did what Leeds do. If we look at all their big six teams, or so-called big six teams, performance in at Ellen Road, we see they've drawn it all. That there've been 2-1-1s and 2-0-0. So this is not a surprise when we look at the sample space before. But at the same time, I expected a way more energy. Energy was there, but a way more attacking game of football. I think there was one good chance where Rashford laid the ball off for Dan James, and he just could not get it under control. And by the time he did, um, Leeds defender had come and taken the ball off him. If I'm not mistaken, it was Ailing. But then again, I guess, as I mentioned, Ole's priority is the Europa League, and to be honest, it should be everyone's priority right now. Given the fact that top four is more or less secured, I mean, I would go ahead and say secure, top four secured. We need to get over that so-called semi-final jinx that's on us and manage to beat AS Roma. And for that, we need all our players fit. We have the better side, and there's no reason why we should not push to get that win, and maybe win convincingly enough that we then put a solid performance against Liverpool. Because once again, the protests are still going on, and we're supportive. But a loss during these protests against maybe such as getting kicked out in the Europa League or losing to Liverpool will just add fuel to the fire. So the players need to know what they're up against. Even though the protest is not against the players need to understand how our fan base is and how deluded they can get at times, and play good football over the next 3 games, because the next 3 games are crucial. Two, one because it is a semi-final and we have to move ahead, and two because it's Liverpool and any game against Liverpool cannot be just taken for granted. But guys, that's about it. It was a pretty dull, tactical, and non-attacking game of football. But we continue that unbeaten run, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 25 games, and Arsenal are the longest with 27. So hopefully by the end of the season, we've broken that record and gone ahead and created another successful one under Ole, and we can cap that up with the Europa League trophy. But do let us know what you think about the game in the comments below. Do like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.